Welcome back, fellow dragons. It's been a week for you guys. Probably. Assuming I've kept my upload schedule to 2 episodes a week, with it being to 2 uploads a week with it being Tuesday and Friday for actual uploads and Thursdays for Twitch VODs getting moved. Assuming that I'm still on that schedule and haven't changed for any reason, it should be just, it should be a week later. I still don't know at this time of recording whether I'm uploading it, on Tuesdays or Fridays. Tuesday is Visual Novel Day, so probably Tuesday. So it should have been a week for you guys, assuming nothing goes weird or wrong. But for me, it has been a few seconds. Well, minute now. A couple minutes now, probably. The second the OBS finished stopping the recording, I started a new one. Oh, it immediately went to investigation day 2. Yes, please. Interesting. Now, is this a 2-day trial because they want it to be quick? Is this a 2-day trial because, government wants shit to go quick? Or is it a full 3-day trial? Because that's the thing with this series. Most of the time, case 1 is the courtroom only courtroom tutorial. That's it. Tutorial for just the courtroom stuff and how that works. Case 2 always is going to have a tutorial for the investigation phase. But it's mostly going to be maybe a 2-day trial. Most of the time it's going to usually only be a 2-day trial. For some reason, I'm remembering the first game, they jumped right into 3-day trials, but I could be remembering wrong. It's been a few years. It's been a few years since I've played that one as well. But, trying to remember some things. Trying to remember my train of thought. Yeah, usually case 3 onward, depending on how long the game is, how many cases the game is, and how long each case is, it'll be a full 3-day trial. With each day kind of having like investigation, then first trial first day, then investigation again, then trial second day, then final investigation day, and then final trial day. So, if it's following if I remember the pattern being followed correctly, then this will be a full 3-day trial. If I'm remembering wrong, then it's only a 2-day trial. Because they did say they want things sped along. Hey Apollo! What? Actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it, the suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, the trial today, I was thinking, if you give it a score, what score would you give it? Score, G. I guess I would give it, well, maybe, but I'm just as bad at this as you. See, it's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Airpool about that number. And I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IP XX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romian Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche... Shit, I immediately defaulted to Trucy for some reason, because she's who was on screen. And the victim, Mr. Latouche, who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamioir told the whole court. Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche. When the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Daryan. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he's been going out a lot lately. Some top secret mission, he said? Top secret. Anyway, you can't rely on him to save the day. This is not his game. His name is not on the box. And you've got me to help you? We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasted, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Hey look, a magician on the wall! A faded photograph showing one of Trucy's favorite magicians. She talks to it daily for good luck, I hear. Ah! I almost forgot! I hope I become a famous grand magician. Oh, and I hope Apollo becomes an ace attorney. His name's on the box, he already is. There, all done. I suppose if you're going to talk to inanimate objects, a photo isn't so bad. Okay. Move. Detention center. Immediate detention center. Detention center visitors room. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machi Tobai can see. Ah, Machi. Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why have we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. Trial today. So, what did you think of the trial today? Oh, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. I think I hear the garage. I think little bro's home. Huh? I'm glad Lamioir testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Dariano the Gaviniers, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. You know, it'd be cool if, when the bracelet did a thing, the controller vibrated. I'm wondering if that's supposed to be happening. And there might be something wrong with my controller, because vibration is set to on. So vibration must be part of it somehow, right? Yeah, vibration's on. Yeah, and vibration works. I can feel the little spinny things in the bottom of the controller doing the thing whenever I swap between off and then on. Yeah, off. Yeah, every time I swap to on, it does the thing. Yeah. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh, maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. Boy, if that's not all he lied about. If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get him some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Eyesight. So, Machi, you can see, right? I am sitting here. I am child. Machi can see and Lamior can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo, I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Back to the office. Back to Coliseum. Oh, we outside. Woo, what a great day. Perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. And people keep telling me that it's cringe. Oh, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it big on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer. Then you're not, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection? Look, weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's just get going already. Backstage hallway. Is the thing still on the... Yep, it is. July 9th, backstage hallway. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lamioir. I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh! You must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place, or so she claimed yesterday, but how? Voice. That was quite the statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. I think they already did this in this episode. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That's when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Daria and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. The next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, I thought the noise was quite frightening. I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard? Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. So about Machi. I met Machi before my debut as Lamioir. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia, and he was playing the piano. Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi, pretending he couldn't see and all while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. Mr. Latouche. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is the past clouded from memory. Clouded, right. darkness. The darkness I fear is not the darkness I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lamioir. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before coming Lamioir is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way, that seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamioir. I thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Sorry, I sus box. Looks like an instrument case. Big instrument case. Magician trick you could do with one of these, huh? What kind? Okay. Present. No, seriously, about this. Do you think you could tell me about this? Sorry. Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was still pretending she could see then. Hey. I'm sorry. Oh. Let's see, lyric sheet? Do you know anything about the lyric sheet? No? Okay. Alright, well. This is still on the floor. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. It's small, maybe no one's noticed it? I kinda want to pick it up. It'd make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It does stick out in my mind for some reason. It's all the same, band mascot, you know, Okay, well. Crime scene. Nope. Back to the hallway. Dressing room again. But the other one this time. No. Stage. No. Okay, then there's something I'm missing. Stairs. Wires. This. This again. Okay, we've checked. That's gonna be the case again. Poster. Pretty sure the poster. Dressing room. Oh wait, there was new dialogue. That's Lamioir's dressing room in the scene of the crime. It's kind of lightly guarded for being a crime scene. I'm not complaining, makes it easier for us to go in. And Emma gave us our okay, right? We can wander in and do as we like. What's Emma doing anyway? I hope she's not getting cavities from eating all those chocolate snackoos. Their door. That's the Cavaliers' dressing room. They're all out of investigation. Being backstage isn't half as glamorous without a band here. Okay, well, in that case, present. Gotta present everything then. Okay. Tried everything. Nope, we're not gonna show her the gun. Attorney's badge now. Shove it into her hands. Nope. Show. Okay. Sound. No. Klavier's keys. Autopsy. Photo. Like... Okay, well... Stage again? No. Outside? We didn't really examine outside. What's that creature there? Oh, that's the police mascot, Blue Badger. It's life-size. Haven't you seen them around town, patrolling the streets? Yes, not even Law and Order has a mascot. Didn't that already have a mascot? Thought it was Dick Wolf. No, that's the creator, silly. Oh, right. I'd run from it even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing the true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo. Well, it's creepy. Blimp. Look, a blimp. Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them. Let's see. Big sale, all shirts, 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. Big Sun. Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge. And Mr. Gavin got to play on the enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on this stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I worry about her. Fountain made of flower. Tree. Random people, random people, random people. Bus. Bunch of people. Big poster. Look, massive sign for the guilty of charge tour. Giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena. Ooh, maybe I could take it to the office when they're done with it. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door. They'll put it outside. It'll be good for business. Just as long as no one comes in expecting us to prosecute. Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Well, okay, well, Hallway again, I guess. There's gotta be something I'm missing. I've presented everything. Talk to her again. Oh boy, uh-huh. Going in the dressing room again. Now that we've examined the doors. We're not supposed to be in here yet, but... Yeah, part of the carpet's been torn up here. That was the part that we did the luminol test on in court. Luminol, right. You know what? I could stop thinking, who's gonna pay for this carpet? As long as it's not us. Maybe the shooter? Guess it's true what they say. Crime does not pay. I would hope the carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing weren't the only thing holding you back. Okay, window. Window where Lamioir saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? Okay, well. Can I look at the guitar case, actually? Nope. The ladder again. Sure must have used that to climb up the vent. All this tragedy because someone left a step ladder here. I don't think Mr. Latouche was shot because of the ladder. You think it was Machi? Guess their event is pretty small after all. That does prove he was at the scene. Did he escape in time between the gunshots and us opening the door? Found Machi to buy his fingerprints on that air vent. What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know? Lackluster? I mean, using the air vent? It's so obvious. No audience is gonna pay good money to see a trick like that. Things must look differently through a magician's eyes. It'd be so much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. Trash can? Boo. Okay, well, there's nothing new here really anyway. I'm not gonna get anything until... Like, seriously, I've presented everything to her. Presented gun. I presented her brooch. I presented this. I presented Gavin's keys. I presented everything. I even presented the attorney badge. Nothing. Okay, well, there's only one place I can go next. Unless... I mean, I've already examined that, but it's showing it has already been looked at. Like, there's gotta be something. Whatever. Since it's not any of the things, we're going back here. Detention center, I guess. Anything changed here? Present. Parts. I think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language. You are a very beautiful, fair maiden. This is why I never trust a translator. Okay. Okay. So, can't do anything here yet. Oh wait, maybe. Maybe I need to talk to Trucy. Lamioir dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian. Lamioir said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant's ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right, it was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right, did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe, Darian even? You bet I did. He's one of the Gavnir's guitarists after all, he's so cool. Oh, right. All the Gavnirs have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lamioir heard him, didn't she? She heard Darian backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. Oh, I think I remember some things. I think I remember some things about this case now. Agent Latouche. An Interpol agent, huh? I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? Yeah. Trucy, you do know that Interpol is short for International Police, right? Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamioir? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has to do with something. That something being our case, the last something I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Okay, there is a 50-50 chance about who this is. I'm going to make a choice, and it's going to be hilarious if I'm right and hilarious if I'm wrong, because I don't remember. Trucy, what was that? Another one of your tricks? It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that! Oh, I was wrong in many ways! It was a three-way shot! Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Lamioir. Or Lamioir. Hey, the other day? Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly! We meet again. I don't know what to do for this. I don't know what to do for Magician Man. My brain is telling me to call him things specifically. Nice to meet you. You are? And could you please stop smirking like that? Ah! Ah! It's you! Uncle Valent! Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly! It's the great Gramare! Valent Gramare! The Grand Magician! Yes, it is I, the great Valent Gramare, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, have you grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I am quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy, you mean Mr. Right? No, I mean my real daddy. Trucy's real father. Now we're sticking to that one. Once upon a time, Troupe Gramare included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valent Gramare, and my partner, Zach Gramare. And this Zach he was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. Guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Yeah, Phoenix is busy. The adopted parent is busy. If I remember correctly, he's doing very important shit in the background that we find out later. Wait, Apollo, don't tell me you don't know about Troupe Gramare. Troupe Gramare? No, but, does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life, lamentably listless lad. Do not know the greatest troupe of magicians on the planet. Valent Gramare. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I had heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard of the name. he made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high security prison. You said he was a magician? Open locks to hearts claimed by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troupe Grimoire. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo? Duo? Yeah, you had a partner? Something Grimoire? Yes, Zach Grimoire. Masterful maker of magic, capable a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Too much alliteration, man. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? Two, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valen. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could feign not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy, 'twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Are you recording?
I am indeed recording.
Fuck.
Why?
I was gonna ask you to check my bag.
I am not calling an intermission and pausing recording to check your back for zits.
Come on.
No.
It'd be funny.
I am not doing that. It would not be funny.
You're right, it'd be fucking hilarious.
No, it wouldn't! Fellow dragons, say in the comments if you think it would have been hilarious had I done that. And do not agree with him just to be contrary. Only if you truly think it would be funny.
It would be.
It wouldn't.
Totally would be.
How would it be funny? I would just pause the recording and then come right back, as far as they're concerned.
It'd be funny.
Well, it's still not happening. If you want me to check your back for zits for you, you're gonna have to wait till I'm done recording.
Fine, if I must.
Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, Trucy's line. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape. Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. I've brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troupe Grimoire. Will you watch it? Yep. With this having been a DS game originally, some of the character models look really bad for this. Like, it's good, it looks good for a DS game. bad for any other system.
Valid.
Yep. Well, it's almost as good as it was live. It's the same exact cutscene. It's just the same exact cutscene repeated. So, what's the word? Mysterious? There are more mysterious things going on than her song. Way more mysterious. This valiant Grimari has good reason to be here today. I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Dude, you can see the magic trick being performed in the fucking recording. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there? I didn't see a stunt. What about Lamioir vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that! I guess I'm used to seeing that happen. Or I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. To be so young and so jaded. So young to be so jaded. Simple sleight of hand, but state
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, that. Brain, stop tripping over words. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert. Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those flood-lit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers.
Your fingers.
It's a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now, Trucy. That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Mais non. My illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happens later. Well after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing I remembered. Don't even ask, I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, valiant Grimari, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. I think I'm starting to remember some things about this guy too, but I might be wrong because it's been years. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay a while. I'm afraid I cannot. I may not, I shall not. I've been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert venue today. Correct. If you would call upon me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out the door, normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right, Valen Grimari. Got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamioir disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Ah, damn it. Give me a moment, fellow dragons. Sorry about that, fellow dragons. Little bro got a phone call. And I paused the recording and muted the mic so that he wouldn't accidentally dox anyone. And was able to answer the phone safely. Aww, Kitty is grabbing my toe through the blankie. Aww, so cute. He's lying on the little footstool that I'm the little ottoman thing that I'm resting my feet on. And he just put his paw on my big toe. He's lying right between my feet. It's so cute. Give me a moment, fellow dragons. Why Flash not? Why no Flash? No, don't go on Google. Why is Flash trying... What? Phone, why you do this? Why? No. Why Flash no happen? There. Why was Flash off? There! That's better picture. There we go. I'm going to add the picture of the cat to the video since I'm already gonna have to edit out my wandering about. So yeah, let's continue. So Coliseum. Hallway. Anything new here? No? Anything changed about this? No? Dressing room? No.
Thank you.
Phone call all done, little bro?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, other dressing room. Still no. Stage. There we go. That's where the plot was. This game, man.
Hide the plot from you.
Sort of. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't have an indication when you're truly done in an area. So if you move on too early, you don't know and you have to go back, and I have to edit things because of it. And since I'm already gonna have to edit out my wandering about from before, I think it was like 10 minutes of wandering maybe.
Yeah.
Probably less. But it might be 10 minutes of wandering. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
I have assumed the position.
You have what?
Assumed the position for petting doggo.
But your hands are opposite direction of dog.
Dog get pets anyway.
Just because you're scratching her butt with your toenails does not mean you are petting her.
She's getting pet. Foot pet.
And why is your shirt off?
For my back.
I'm recording again. I'm not checking your back. You missed the window.
Not for now. For later.
Fellow dragons, do your siblings ever make you check their back? While you're in the middle of doing something else?
Yep.
He is a fellow dragon, so he is allowed to answer that too. That's his answer. In the comments, feel free to throw yours. But yeah, since I already have to edit cat picture because cat cute. Cat be cute. Alright, so yeah. That song, isn't that the one Lamioir was singing? Yeah, you're right, the Guitar Serenade. Well, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come see that. The house is full and is one audience size with wonderment. The house is full and is one audience size and with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, are you a magician? Oh! That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Oh hey, that guy again. Already to him. We just left your ass. If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Valent! What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss. Ooh, the Lamioir teleportation illusion! Ooh! Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent could shed some light on this whole thing for us. Illusion, he's still not gonna tell us. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. The Lamioir's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, make her disappear like a dream. Like a dream. Yet, what can I work on with a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. And we're back into this cutscene. She disappeared from the top of the tower, but in order to move, you would have to have had use of some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made and I cannot read that fast, and I even slowed the text speed down. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Grimare are concerned. So you were checking up on your trick to make sure it went well? And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos. That piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just check out myself, thanks. What about your troop again? I know what you are thinking in that head of yours. Grimare, yes. You say I recall having seen him on television. Something of that sort? Actually... Yes, you're right. I guess, even though we've covered this in the previous area I had to talk to you in, and I was required to question you about that before we could progress to this point. Valent, I want to slap you. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. I want to slap him. Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifique Grimare. It was he who began the great Troop Grimare. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troop pulled the vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen, a barren waste stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity into fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Grimare, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean, yes, Zach Grimare. Trucy's biological father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Grimare in the show business circles. None. I will see us returned to glory. I, Valent Grimare. More info about those. Our founder, Magnifique Grimare, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. how he made that whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valentin and Zack were the shining stars in the Grimari crown. Cool, huh? Zack Grimari was my daddy. Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Grimari, who brings the Grimari miracle back to the stage. I'm rooting for you. Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Okay, piano. Poke keys. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play either. I kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew. Did you make that noise just now? Let me try again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. Looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Huh. This switch sitting here tempting me to push it? Don't, you might blow up the whole Colosseum. Apollo, please. To think that every strange switch... Please, to think that every strange switch triggers a bomb. That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy times. Alright, Trucy P.I., enlighten me. What do you think this switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room? A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor. Okay. Okay, we've already checked out button. And that's it? Nothing? Oh, so that just plays the thing. Okay, now... Anything new on the stage? Instrument case. We saw this a few episodes ago. That reminds me I have a setting to change. I only needed that once when the recording messed up and I had to redo it, so we don't need that for now. I left it sitting open like that. That's the ladder we used to climb up to the stage tower. A moment I'm likely forgetting anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Still can't believe we found Machi and Mr. Latus up on that tower. Yeah, I used to not like high places. Now I hate them. It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body closer to the ground. So that reminds me, Daddy's bad with heights too. Huh? No kidding. He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know. Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over and over. Poor guy. Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, and then this again. Electronics, sound related. Yeah, no. Okay, well. He didn't add anything. Hey man, do you know what this is? Yeah, I'm not reading that right now. There we go, move. Back to backstage hallway. Hey, can you feel this thing? What do you know about this? No? Okay. Alright, well. Hey, Klavier, are you in here? No? Crime scene then. What do you mean, no? Did she add anything new? No. Alright. Out here then. Anything? Game, what the f- Back here then. Nope. Okay, weird. Detention center, anything changed? Hey, what's this? He does not know. What about this? Still does not know. Okay, well that was a waste. Okay, well, back to Coliseum then. Back to the hallway. Then stage, I guess. Hey, again? Hey, I was worried about the stunt in the video right in the middle of the song. I didn't see a stunt. Oh, I guess I'm used to seeing that happen. I didn't notice. So young to be so jaded, it's asking again. Simple sleight of hand. Prestige. This is the same dialogue, just different location. It's the same dialogue, just a different location. It's against all that is sacred to inquire. Okay, it did change slightly. Well, you have a point there. Will you tell us, Uncle Vi? It's against all that is sacred to inquire how a trick is performed. Okay, so you tell me how you did it, Trucy. But I don't know. Come on, you're a magician too. Aren't you part of the same secret club? There's gotta be something to present to him then. Shit. Look. What this? What do? What about keys? Okay, now I've got to be missing something in the examine portion. Piano again? What do you think that thing was doing in there? Throwing things inside pianos can't be good for them. Not to mention you would be able to play whatever notes go with the strings it was on. The piano was fine during the concert. That means they must have there's thrown in here after Machi played. So maybe someone threw it in here after the second set? Okay, it's showing that we've looked at everything. Oh! Interesting. This is new. This is where we needed. Okay. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleport from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes, apparently they hired a professional magician. Valiant Grimare. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grimare made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. Ah. I am reminded that I wish to speak with you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying here since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on the staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So, can I put it on? Wait. Headset attached to Trucy. Attached? I'm not some sort of robot, Apollo. Everyone on the staff is wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Can I ask you about the headset, Lamiroir? You said that all concert staff were wearing one. That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here? Fuck. Nothing new. Okay, dressing room? Anything new in here? Yes! Lamioir's dressing room. And Emma's in here. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such a venom. Word over here. Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh? Am I supposed to be happy? You give me the second degree in court and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool? You're talking about the blood-stained Mr. Latouche left. My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. So it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something? Her and her weird chocolate-covered pretzels. Why is dog barking? I think she wants little bro's attention. No, she's not even looking at him. Weird. What? Who you barking at? There's no one here. Why you barking? Silly dog. What? No, you're gonna unplug something. Get away from there. Here, you get a single head pat. Good. No, you're tangled in a cord. Back up, back. Just, thankfully, it's only the mouse. Back away. Go away. You're gonna unplug something. Please don't. You're gonna unplug something or get yourself choked on wires, silly. Please stay away from there. Good girl. Okay. I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Trial today? I met my embarrassment quote for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. It makes me more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamioir's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darion's voice at the scene, huh? That's right! Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing for once in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Was that true, what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The guitar serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then Lamioir flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with the guitar, well, 15 feet up at least. It's kind of hard to chalk it up to a coincidence, huh? I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. So, what'd you find? It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found this under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out, it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Huh. Present. Hey. Do you think you could take a look at this? Small device, looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here, it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though. A signal? You mean like an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, you know what that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing the switch. Youch! It's on fire. The device is on fire. What's the big idea? Ah! Well, now we know what this is. An igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. Nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't know what that thing was. I suppose at least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo? Let's ask Emma more about the switch, now that she has some first-hand experience. Now we know what lit Klavier's guitar on fire. So about that switch. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you weren't the one holding it. There's no sparks flying around here with just you two talking. Anyway, now we know that this is a remote for an igniter. Let me see that for a second. Well. This is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. Transmitter, huh? Two different things that work within 30 feet. Why is she borking? And now she's borking at him this time. She really wants the little bro's attention, doesn't she? I don't think so. Unless the forecast changed again, it's not supposed to rain for a few more days. It's done for a little bit again. It would be nice if it started raining again, though. Alright, well, back to recording. Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see. 30 feet from Lamioir's dressing room. That covers backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage, at least partially. Kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. We're off to look for more clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck! I'd like to learn a bit more about igniters myself. window. This was the window where Lamioir saw the crime from. Well, wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? Floor. Look, the carpet's been torn up here. That's the part we did luminol testing on in court. Lunimol? What's lunimol? It's luminol. Get it right. Emma's kind of scary when it comes to science. Best long the words not incite her wrath again. The mirror weapons that belong to Mr. Latouche. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Latouche was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? Okay, same thing as before. Flowers. That's one heavy-duty bouquet there. I had trouble thinking of the flowers as being heavy-duty. But they call lots of things heavy-duty. Not flowers, they don't. What about a heavy scent? I think you mean heavy. If the flowers, what if flowers were plastic? They still wouldn't be heavy. Okay, what if they were made of metal? What, like a magnolia made out of steel? Don't! Apollo, I will reach into there and slap you. Exactly! I hope all my fans don't start throwing metal flowers at me. Stack presents for Lamioir. Stars always get the biggest presents. You know, you could give me a present, Apollo. Here, have a piece of candy. Gee, thanks. She must not get a lot of presents, poor girl. That's one of those permanent dryers you see in hair salons? So, yeah. Is that what they're really called? Permanent dryers? They look like a beautician. I just know they dry their hair and give you a perm. That just doesn't sound very glamorous, you know? How about a perm machine? Or you could go more simpler like a permer. This isn't a bad game to give official names for things. No, that makes the name actually official or anything. Okay. That's the air vent with the Machitoba's fingerprints. What's the frown? Can't a girl frown anymore? It's that a crime? No, of course not. I just meant... Machitoba's fingerprints are on the air vent. Why would his fingerprints be there if he wasn't the shooter? That's not a question I want to have to answer in court. Hey, wipe that frown off your face. One stick in the mud per crime scene, please. Guess girls can frown, but defense attorneys can't. Deferred again. Yeah, for... Heard you the first time. Sure was a lot for you. Don't even miss a bit of what. Come on. I know, I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not, they might make you pay for it. If you have money for that, you should probably repaint the office first. Watermelons are that expensive? Drug. They could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Plus, that's a honeydew. There's no watermelon in that basket. After the shooting took place, Lamioir tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Bullets. Those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Dislocating your shoulder would kind of put a crimp in your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull a trigger, I bet. This thing. Speaker for monitoring the stage. It was blaring at the time of the shooting. It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. I guess they don't care about sound quality back here as long as you can hear it. Not that a loss of fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers cost a lot. Do you have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? That's almost $600. $5 a month? Poor Trucy. Wait till she finds out you need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. Apparently achievement. This thing? But partition, I feel like I remember partition being important. Okay, whatever. Move. Hallway. Still no change in hallway. Other dressing room? No. Stage again? No. Out front. Yes. Oh, him. What? Come to laugh at the murderer. Darian. That old bag opens her pipe hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi is rock solid. Rock solid. So about your alibi? You have to ask? Shooting happened right in the middle of the 3rd set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latouche dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. Can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamioir's fault. She was the one who said she heard the voice in the moment. Heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion's cleared. What suspicion? He could be a stick in the mud. Such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And then there was that performance just now. What was all that about? This part is off. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ugh. Was you, Darion? So, he's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think all the Gaviniers are the best. I have all your albums. Band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. Prosecutor's office? Never been there, have I? Data on the victim should have come in from Airpool. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Oh, let's go check it out! I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Huh. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Yeah, no, fuck you, Shark Pompadour Mullet Man. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Detective Darion Crescend. He's the one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. That way we'd never have to look at him again. Prosecutor's office. So, this is it. Gavinier's head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy thing, object, whatever? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting quietly so he won't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band? You should make a good reporter for a gossip mag. What? A replica? So why was he after in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just get me that report, chop, chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like these I start to miss Darion. Huh? Hiya. Just thought we'd drop in, hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world. In any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Huh? Klavier? lead vocalist of the Gaviniers, or Prosecutor Gavin's Courage of the Courtroom. What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask you about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Okay, first things first, I'm examining shit first. Or poking your guitar. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? Yes, the bit from the cutscene again. What? I thought one of the staff was playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. A specialist analyzed the guitar, incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. Pretty sure there was an igniter in there. Tiny guitar on desk. Oh, look at that stereo! To me, life without music is inconceivable. Never turn the volume down even when I'm working on a case. The chief prosecutor gets mad at me sometimes. That's such a huge speaker, it must be really loud. And you use it as a desk. This room is completely soundproof, of course. Really? At my place, I could hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on to record something. Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out? Lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training. Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. You just need a little bit of foam, and I guess the wood is arranged in a slightly sound-absorbing way. Screens? This display shows all the evidence for the case. Look, Apollo, he's got 3 televisions. Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details. Each monitor shows evidence for a different case. He does them all at once? I wish I had 3 TVs. What would you possibly do with 3 television sets? I may look laid back and relaxed, but in reality I'm quite busy, you know. I'm living life at turbo speed, doing magic, going to school, investigating cases. But if I had 3 big TVs, I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch a crime drama all at once. You don't need 3 TVs to do your homework. First 2 seem useful, I suppose. Chair with keyboard. What's wrong, Apollo? You look so confused. I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. That's a massage chair, isn't it? That's an ergonomic adjustable. Oh, I love the ones with vibrating rollers in your back. Those feel great. Did I just say something wrong? No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation. Hey, what's this? What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang? So he put it on the plate for their consumption? You'd think a rock star could afford a fresh stick. Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Though I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call? Yes, that's what I'm asking what this creepy thing, object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. What, a replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. Also, I wanted to leave. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you know about it? Shelf. Look at all the guitars. Why so many? You can never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers. I didn't just hear him say that. They're backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash their guitars at the end of a show. No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician. You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo. And breaking his guitars while he watches, that might be a little too rocking. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they are like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock? Water? It was exhilarating, yeah? Sit here gazing down upon the city, writing my songs. Try working on cases? It is the same thing. I write lyrics the same way I corroborate evidence. It is a harmony between the logical mind and primal spirit within. Is it just so hard to admit that you like staring out your window and daydreaming? You're a human too, man! I was trying to poke the water, but I guess it got the window instead. Talk. Case. That reminds me, did you see the paper today? Yes? I always read the TV section. Good girl, how about you, hair forehead? I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the Prosecutor's Deadly Song. Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know? Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It's endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey. Huh? Is that a newspaper over there, too? Ah, yes, the Borginian Daily Bugle. Take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, it is big news over there as well. But they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Borginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalist didn't see the need to mention it. I mean, that makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Newspaper? Lamioir's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lamioir was my invited guest, so it's a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly if possible. So about the thing. I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote with Lamioir, if I remember correctly. That's right, it was last year. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lamioir's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there backstage. Machi on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lamiroir. And musical history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say. Is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump, that's a piece of history. It's only brown, it's not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. Wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why is guitar suddenly catch on fire? Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind what more could happen to it. Guitar. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. Guitar befitting a woman like Lamioir. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Borginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruin the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamioir's studio. Used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right back up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. It's a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned. Cool. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination on the guitar? That's right, what was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Oh, that device looks strangely familiar. But what about that lump, though? This was found in Mr. Latouse's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in identification of whatever it's a replica of? You mean, whatever Mr. Latouse was after. That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia, but apparently there's a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh. There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latouche went through a lot of trouble to become Lamioir's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. Replica added to the court. I've sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamioir. Perhaps she knows something more about it being a Borginian. Cool, hey, about that thing in your guitar. Well, first I'm gonna look at your guitar, actually. It was slightly scorched, and then there's this. It's burned clean through. Yep, it's pretty much a useless piece of junk now. Kinda like you after a trial, Apollo. Which part, the burned clean through or the useless piece of junk? There's gotta be something I'm not seeing. It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene in Lamioir's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Air Forehead. Thanks? Why, you gave me so much information, that igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Well, I guess you did only talk to Phoenix for that one trial. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, huh? I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating. Hey, that's right! I've been thinking, Hair Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That's all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Ah. Because I want women to turn and look while I walk down the street. That's pretty simple too. Or that's pretty simple too. Now if you excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. Cool. Let's look at the plastic thing. Sample. Sample, huh? I think they put a big enough label on it. Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake? Yeah, I might think it was some otherwise tasty, multicolored lump of plastic. Maybe it's the manufacturer sample toys when you can't avoid the real thing? Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. I think I remember what this sack is. I think this is a cocoon. I think it's a cocoon. I mean, this is obviously a lump of plastic, but I think cocoon. I think I slightly remember cocoon. Back here. Coliseum. Oh, it's you! You came at a good time. Hey there, Emma, what's up? Either of you know where Lamioir is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamioir's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own, being that she's blind and all. Yeah, we'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. I have an idea. Go here. Not what we meant. But detention center's an option. Maybe she there? Oh, July 9th, detention center visitor's room. Looks like Machi's in questioning. Oh, the police must have a Borginian interpreter. That's not fair. I wish we could talk to him. Guess we'll just have to come back later if we want to see him. I guess so. Okay, we're gonna go back to his office again. And then move, and then back to Coliseum. Then move. Then hallway. Hallway again. This place is deserted. I wonder where Lamioir went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seemed resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. Is she in the box? Not in the box. Okay. Room? Room? No. Hallway again. Stage. Stage different. Huh? The stage is pitch dark. Power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. Yipes, it was really dark out there. Dark. That's all Lamioir has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? Huh? What? Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something changed? I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? Hey, that case isn't opened anymore. Hey, that case! Wasn't that open before? Huh, I guess someone closed it. Wait, look, where are the case closes? Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it. Eek! Lamioir! Lamioir! Emma, we have to get Emma. Lamioir was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me? I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Ugh, the clinic again. Emma, how's Lamioir? Is she okay? Ah, you. We owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late. That's good to hear. So, what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not? Oh, right. Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lamioir! Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? You were attacked? It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room, you were hit? I knew. That very moment I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. No! It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. It was lucky for me, but the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area is off. They said for electrical work. Ah! Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude whoever it was that... I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means it was likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lamioir? The detective asked me this too. And her I gave you the same answer I give you. I do not know. Do you know about this thing? Ah, Lamioir, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? Place in hands, let her feel. This? This is what? Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity? An undercover agent? So that's what it... That is not an important notification. So that is what he was doing. You mean you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon. I remembered correctly. But also it just looks like cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Cocoon. Well, we call it Borginian. Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all in Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Borginia knew of these. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know. What's that? The cocoons? They are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. To death? Why? I do not know. Yet if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there is a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. So that's what he was up to. Tracking down Virginian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling? Smuggling. It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche is placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must be some reason why Borginia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouche had Lamioir marked, huh? It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamioir. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power. I need an interpreter, someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo? Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course, I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Immediately detention center. Visitor's room. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi? Could you interpret for us, Lamioir? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Everything Apollo just said. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled myself. Machi? Isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Oh. Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well... If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Hey, you got a reaction! A big one! Machi, you didn't. Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would need any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamioir, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Machi? Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it. Very well. Cocoon. What is this cocoon anyway? Words. The cocoon. The cocoon. The silk is a potent cure. A cure? It must cure some disease. It's a cure for... Oh, right. This. Incuritis. So I have several problems with this fake disease right here. So, the suffix at the end of ailment's itis. Is it's specifically inflammation of the thing. Like, for example, bronchitis is inflammation of the bronchial tubes. Appendicitis is severe inflammation of the appendix to the point where lethal, needs surgery. There's something seriously wrong. But it's inflammation of the thing. What the fuck is an incure then? They did not think through. They did not think through the naming of this fake disease. Oh yeah, laryngitis. Inflammation of the larynx. A cure for this weird inflammation? But if it's a cure, why keep it in Virginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. Let me finish my soda real quick, fellow dragons. I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi... Machi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, I have to copy that to the... I have to have a copy of that security camera tape. Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Machi really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I don't want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death. That's right, it's punishable by death. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death? This meeting's over. Oh, that guy. Darian? What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call from Machi from the Borginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call him back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Darian, wait! I never liked you. Either of you. Huh? Darn it, we were so close! He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo? He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. Apollo! And there can only be one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow in court. Okay, so I guess this is a 2-day case. Since we already know the criminal. But that is gonna do it for this episode, fellow dragons. I am tired and hungry. And I suppose if little bro wakes up, he'll want me to check his back. I did promise. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Next episode's trial day 2. Could have sworn this was a 3-day trial, but you know, it's been years. That's gonna do it for this episode. Bye, fellow dragons. See you next time.